Damon Khan here for Seconds Out. Look, there were people online calling for maybe the Quigley victory before round 12 hit.
Bizarre. I mean, that's what happens, really. I just think that's kind of like a bit like a Matchroom thing and his own thing, where like I felt like Jason Quigley won 4 rounds, 5, maybe not, but definitely 7 to 11. Edgar didn't really do a lot, but the problem is Edgar won, you know, the other whatever it was going into the 11th, I don't know, 7 rounds, 6, 7 rounds with 2 10-8 rounds. So I felt like if Jason won the last round, I probably would have scored it 115, 113 to Edgar. But it was a 10-8 round in the last round, so I don't know what to score it. 116, 112, 116, 112, 116. I thought the scores were wide, but you can't, you know. Yeah, at no point was Jason up in the fight, but I thought he did really, really well.
I saw you getting your Emmanuel Stewart on during the Kaunaki-Kusamano fight, saying go to the body. What was going through your head during that fight?
I just wanted him to win so bad. I don't represent Adam Kaunaki, I just really like him. Do you know what I mean? And I knew that that was probably going to be his last fight tonight. And I just wanted him to win so bad. And like, I kept thinking the fight should be stopped. Maybe even after the first round. But then he comes back in the fight. And then later on in the fight, I thought the fight should be stopped. And then with a minute to go, he comes back in the round. Looks like he might stop Kusamano. I think the ending did go on a little bit too long. But when you know it's someone's last fight, it's very difficult not to let him go out on his shield. And he's a very brave man. Big respect to Kusamano. I loved the fight. Loved it. I mean, like I said, it wasn't the most skillful heavyweight fight. But what drama. And I'm actually sitting there thinking, you know, we really need a heavyweight fight on every card. You know? Because they can be a lot of fun, especially when they're like that.
Would you put him in with AJ?
Who?
Kusamano?
Nah. The boy knocks him out in a round. So he's not, listen, he's nowhere near elite world level. But Fabio Wardley, Thomas Carty, someone called out, you know, I mean, I know we've got Jermaine Franklin coming back that we got fights with. Kusamano, who we have options with now, will be in some big fights. You know, it was a good win for him tonight.
The ball is now in in Ruiz's court, associated Wilder's team. Do you think that fight gets on the line? Who's the favourite?
That's very strange. I mean, I don't see that fight happening at all. You know, Deontay Wilder, as I understand it, has pretty much agreed his price with Saudi Arabia or there or thereabouts. We've got meetings all this week with representatives from Saudi Arabia to close that fight. That fight's happening in December. If they haven't done a deal for Ruiz against Wilder, when is that fight going to take place? I can't see it happening until September, October, and that can't really bring the AJ fight into play. So all very strange. We'll find out this week. Our focus right now is on August 12th.
Big risk for Wilder?
Yeah, big risk, big risk.
Can I get your thoughts on Jarrell Miller said in response to yourself that you're a hypocrite for not working with him when you're working with Conor Benn at the moment. Are those two fair comparisons?
Well, firstly, I mean, he's been cleared by the WBC for traces of a substance that you'll find out probably in the next 10 days that I believe Conor Benn will be completely exonerated. Jarrell Miller has failed about 3 different drug tests for 3 different fights, and on the AJ fight was actually injecting things inside his body. And he did that to create a physical advantage over Anthony Joshua. And it's something that don't sit well for me. Jarrell Miller, you know, situation is very different. And I don't believe it. And that's my right. I believe Conor Benn. I've been through this whole process with him. I've seen all the reports, and you guys will see, and hopefully some of you will be apologising soon. It'll be so sweet if that is the case. But we'll see. But Jarrell Miller, in my opinion, because I'm entitled to it, different kettle of fish, and I love Jarrell Miller. I think he's a lovely bloke. But in my opinion, I'll stop right there.
Has White signed for AJ?
No, he got the contract this morning. Look, they've got to review it. I'm not expecting it signed back today, but we need some comments back tomorrow because we need to get his fight up and running. We've got 2 other guys ready to sign. AJ's fight will be announced next week. Hopefully it's Dillian White. I have my doubts. If they want it, it's there.
Final thing, Roy Jones Jr. is fighting again in a metaverse fight. You heard about that?
What's that?
You tell me.
Roy Jones is fighting in a metaverse
That's
fight.
right.
Was that on this planet? Or?
I don't know.
Eddie, I remember when I spoke to you, you said that